We're going to talk about marketing using articles. One of the best sites to do this at is ezinearticles. All you have to do here is sign up for an account. Just click Submit Articles. And in here, you just fill out everything that's required in here. And then you create your account. And once you've done that, you can sign into your account and get started. Once you log into the back of your ezinearticles account, there are lots of things you can do. You can manage your articles. First, you're not going to have any. You can manage your account. You can change your information that you signed up with. You can change your password, and you can set up your preferences. You can add alternate author names. If you want to write under a name other than your own, this is where you can do it. You can create and edit author resource boxes. You can edit author bios, and you can edit author photos. We're going to get to all of these in a little bit. The two most important parts are to set up your bio box and your author resources box. These are both going to get you traffic. So let's set up our author resource boxes first. Now you'll see here I have two names that I author with. I have my main name and then I have an alias. So you can do that if you want just by adding alternative author names in here. Now let's go back to where we were. Edit author resources box, and we'll just go into here. Now what comes up are three boxes, and what you can do in here is write something that you want at the end of your articles by default. If you're going to promote 3 different products, you can set up 3 different bio boxes. Or if you're going to promote just one product, you could set up 3 different bio boxes and then try each one in a different article and see which one's getting the most traffic. And then you can change them as you find the ones that aren't working as well. You can get rid of them and put a new one in here. That way you can tweak them and see which ones work best for you. Now, to set up an author bio box is quite easy. Now, you can do this by having it in full HTML, or you can have it in text and just add a link to it. So let's show the simple way by just adding a link. Alright, so I've typed a little bit of text in here. Now, you need to take a little bit of a cue from this. Don't just put in, for more information, go to my site and put a URL in there. That's not going to be effective at all. Although this is not a real scenario here, you're going to want to make it interesting so that people are going to want to click. Under this, you would put the URL. Now remember, we cloaked our URLs. You don't want to put your raw affiliate link here. You're going to want to put your pin URL or your tiny URL or your redirect that you made with your domain name or the redirect you made with the forwarding. You need to use one of these methods. It doesn't really matter which one, but that way your link is going to be cloaked. Okay, so there's an example. Now, I'll save the changes. And this is now our default resource box. Now we can also put 2 more optional boxes in here like I was just telling you. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste this one in here and just show you how you can make this whole thing clickable. You need to know a little bit of HTML to do this, but it's very simple. If we just, above our text here, we just put these characters in. Like so. And then at the end of the whole string, we put this in. That's all we have to do. This whole thing is going to be a clickable link now. So let's save this. So now we have a couple of resource boxes set up. Now let's go to our bio boxes. Now this is a good thing to put in here even though it's not required. You might want to do this because it gives you some branding. Some people will check your bio when they're looking for your articles. So here's a good chance to put your masked URLs in here. You could also put one down in here. And if you have a blog, then you can put that down in here. So there's no shortage of places you can put URLs in here. Okay, so after you've set both of those things up, now we're going to go and I'll show you how to submit your article. Just go, click Submit an Article. Now if you have multiple authors set up, you can just select which one you want to use up here. You can also use a co-author if you want, just by clicking out of the selection box there. Now the next thing you need to do is select a category. You need to make sure you select the best one that fits with your article. Just go through the list and find the right one. Now you'll notice there's a little radio button here. If you click on this, you'll get an audio that will tell you what you're supposed to do with the particular selection you're on. Here's your article title. So you just paste the title that you've already written in here with the rules that I told you about before. Keywords. You should put your main keyword in here as well as any other keywords that are relevant, comma separated. Here you see an abstract or summary. What you want to do is type something up in here. Do not steal it from your article. You're just going to want to type up a new paragraph describing your article. Make sure you get some keywords in there as well. Down here where your article body is, you can turn your WYSIWYG on or off. WYSIWYG means what you see is what you get. This is called a WYSIWYG editor. So when you type down here, you can use the full functions of the word processor that you see here. Now, if you should have already written your article in advance, so you're just going to paste it in here anyway. Up here, we have an autosave. You can turn that on or off, and it just saves everything you did so that you don't lose anything if you happen to be typing your article within this site. Now, here's our resource box. Notice that it brought our default one in for us. If we wanted to select the other one, we can select Resource 2 and click Select Resource. And when we go down, now we have Resource 2 in here. I'm going to show you how these look in a minute. Okay, so once you have everything in here the way you want, you would do a spell check just by clicking this and then click Preview. Now, if we had an article, it would show up top here, but here's our signature. Remember, we typed in our signature here, and then we have our URL that's clickable underneath here. But let's go back, and now we'll do Resource 2, and then we'll click Select Resource, and then we'll do a preview again. Now you'll notice that the whole string is clickable. Then you would submit your article and you'd wait for it to be approved. And that's it. That's all there is to it. You now have your link embedded with your article, and people are going to see it as they read your articles. Your articles will get picked up by search engines as well as people searching through the article database. So you can get a lot of traffic from this.